Yeah, my name is Nadia. I recently lost an awful lot of weight, more than 100 kilograms. In fairness, most of that was in the shape of a husband. I thought that I'd either have to stay in an unhappy marriage or be alone for the rest of my life. And I'd have been grand on my own, but one day I was out walking the dog and this dude flirted with me. And I thought, what the fuck? But that got me thinking, maybe I should try online dating. Now, if I was going to do that, I'd have to prepare really, really well, because, how do I put this diplomatically? I'm autistic as fuck. Dude, I don't even know how people work in general. I am about as equipped to navigate dating as a penguin is to climb a tree. And I was warned against online dating. It's like, Nadia, men will just be trying to get in your pants. I thought that was the point. I told my daughter as well, oh my God, there are so many smoking hot farmer-type dudes up where I live now. And she said, Mum, be careful, because smoking hot farmer-type dudes are notorious for being emotionally unavailable. Now, you know yourself, as a parent, you don't want your kids to worry about you. So I reassured her. I was like, love, it's okay. Mummy is not primarily interested in emotions, so as long as all the other bits are available, Mummy will be grand. Don't you worry about me now. Another really hard part of dating when you're autistic is that it's difficult for me to go out. I mean, I've taken myself out on dates that finished with, I'm really sorry, I don't think this is going to work out between us. Because I just get so overwhelmed. So initially I thought, I just want sex. But that's not quite right either. I want to be like something between a cat and a Lamborghini. A cat, because for the most part, you leave them alone and let them live their own lives. Although you do need to feed them and pet them and play with them now and then. Otherwise, they're going to wander off and move in with the neighbors. A Lamborghini, because most of the fun of owning a Lamborghini is in knowing that's yours. You have the keys. And now and then, you take it for an amazing ride. Now, my ex managed to move out on a Monday in May. And even though that is what I wanted, anybody who's been through this will tell you that it still hurts like hell. So I was in a state that whole week, and by Sunday evening I said to myself, right, that's enough moping, let's get that dating profile up and running. I mean, I was still a mess, but it would be a couple of weeks before anything would happen, right? Right? Wednesday morning, my doorbell rings. Now, that wasn't unexpected. I knew someone was coming. I hoped it would be me. What was unexpected was when I opened my front door and immediately reconsidered my atheism. Because I now know there's at least one God. He lives in Leitrim. And not long after that, he cut off my stream of apologies for the state of my house and the state of my life and the state of me by just pulling me into the tightest, hardest hug and telling me it would be okay. And I don't know yet. He might just be a footnote on a single page of my story, or he might be a couple of chapters. But he will always be the first man I've ever felt completely safe with. And that sucked balls. I had just been faithful to one man for 30 fucking years. My plan was to just be a little bit of a slut for a change and shag every smoking hot farmer type dude I could lay my hands on. Now, I found myself wanting to be a very personal slut indeed. And then he made everything worse by demonstrating to me exactly what life looks like from the perspective of an origami project. Now, in the weeks that followed, I finally had headspace to process a lot of trauma. And it was not pretty. I made a lot of really bad mistakes. And Leitrim he just kept standing, even though he had every reason to walk away. He's just been consistently kind and patient and playful. And I've just been consistently losing my fucking mind. All I can think is that my BJ skills must be out of this world. Because I need a lot of patience. The conditioning to diminish myself so that small men can feel big, that didn't start yesterday. I've been trained from birth to prop up weak men by treating them like gods. And it's a long, hard road to unlearn that and let the fuckers stand or fall on their own strength, not mine. And now I have to learn the surprise new lesson of what do I do when one of them actually keeps standing? I have personalized ringtones on my phone for all my regular contacts because I like to know who's messaging or phoning without looking at my phone. His one sounds like this. Yay! Clap, 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 clap. Because it makes me happy to hear from him. He is not the central pillar of my life, and no man ever will be again. But he's a hell of a nice bonus. I no longer have to pretend to be a Mini Cooper because he can handle a Lamborghini. And I know he's not a god. But let me tell you, when my phone goes, yay, clap, 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 my brain goes, bless me, Daddy. For I am about to sin. Thank you very much.